Tonight, it's the National Football League. Super Bowl 55.
To kick off for Denver.
After all the talk, it's time for football, and here we go. Super Bowl 55 is underway. Thomas. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
This is Melvin Gordon, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude, and I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now, but maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to, and he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handle winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things, and then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win. Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Jordan on the carry.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Play action. It's Wilson. Oh, he almost picked it.
Wilson's
nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. And it is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. This is the tight end fan. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
First down, Mayfield. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Mayfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. And I'm sure for these guys, the break from the conference championship to the Super Bowl seems so long. To get out here and score that first touchdown has to take some tension out of the game.
Oh, I love the point you just made about the gap between. Think about the pressure that is built in the interim. To come out and get the first points in the Super Bowl, fantastic for the team.
Thomas. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down,
Caused all of it.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
He'll buy some time right. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. All that for a 2-yard gain, second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found...
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
When we talk about the best corners in the league, we're usually saying shutdown corners. Guys you can't complete passes against. Richard Sherman fits that definition to a T. The best part of his game, no wasted moves. He studies the opponent so well, hard to get a pass on Richard Sherman.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He'll find Lindsey here. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
Philip Lindsay.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Throwing again on second down. Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. What a moment for him, a pick six in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick sixes over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick six, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison in the steals? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended. That was a big-time play.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller, he was the one getting in there, able to wreak his usual havoc.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. To try again after the sack. Wilson, he finds Dorsett. It's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on fourth. They're going to try a second time. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. And this is incomplete. Marquise Blair, second-round pick from Utah, there to bat it away.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even fourth and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flushed out right, and that's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Escaping the pressure right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
McManus on for the field goal. A 34-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Carson will take the handoff out of the option play. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. A pass underneath for Carson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now Wilson on first down. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This is Carson. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Miller. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, Wilson. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. And it's 17-7.
Makes the score Broncos 17.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz. Too fast to handle.
It's 2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. The catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Makes it 3rd and 9.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. KJ Hamler returning it. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That's into the hands of Gafford, complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Mayfield. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that is incomplete.
Thus far, they've been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
On fourth down, they snap it to Mayfield. And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. Trey Flowers picks it. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And he's taken down inside the 30. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks.
28-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. Von Miller, a milestone sack for him as it moves him past Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished his career with 132 and a half. 2 minutes remain in this opening half of Super Bowl 55. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Throwing on second and long. Wilson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Mayfield. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. A huge play there for Denver. 56 yards.
29-yard line.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And Mayfield just getting the play off. Looking for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. He's got his big tight end, Fant. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he will have a Broncos first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. 2nd down and 3, ball on the 7. Now it's Lindsey. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
Down at the 4-yard line.
And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often, a wasted down. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. The right hash, and this one just a chippy. And McManus able to put it through. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And he is out of bounds here.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here in Super Bowl 55. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams ready after the halftime spectacle. And we are back underway in Super Bowl 55. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Mayfield on first down. He's going to air one out. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Here's Mayfield. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage? And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
2nd down.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson able to get this to Gordon. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. Here's Wilson. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, We'll call this play significant.
Now it's Wilson. Flush to his right. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
On first down, it's Lindsey. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
This is the tight end Fant. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll run with Lindsey. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play.
And they're going to bury him back at the 11-yard line. So trying to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
It got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
35-yard line.
From the gun, Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On third down, Wilson. He's got a man, complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Again, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Philip Dorsett there to make the grab. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. Extra point up and through by Myers. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Seahawks 21.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Flushed out right. Pass incomplete.
Mayfield.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now left side, a completion to his tight end.
Mayfield's pass.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7, past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. He's got Lockett. The 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Tyler Lockett, 67 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Yeah, we're at the time in the Super Bowl where, look, they need points, and they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You gap the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Play action. Now Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Josh Allen, credit him with his sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Play action. It's Wilson. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Josh Allen, his 2nd sack of the night. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson dancing to his left. That's complete into the hands of Carson. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And he'll be out right at the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing, Mayfield. And this one complete to Gafford. A gain of 6 there on first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete.
Mayfield on the keeper.
The Broncos on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. 23 yards, the final tally. And Super Bowl 55 down to the final 2 minutes. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Seattle Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. caught on the right side by Dorsett. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Josh Allen in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Trying to get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may write a finish to this Super Bowl. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Mayfield down. He finds his running back, Hyde. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Lindsey. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And the Lombardi Trophy goes west, and it goes to the Denver Broncos, your Super Bowl champs. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi Trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. The accomplishment, forever.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.